Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I share simple DIYs and affordable home improvement projects. This closet door upgrade is a part of our guest bedroom transformation. I DIYed pretty much everything in this room, including the four headboard, the double board and batten wall, and the floating shelves. I will release another video with all the details of this room transformation, but in this video, I want to show you how I gave these builder grade doors a modern twist. I love how they make a statement in this small, otherwise boring room. I needed a 1/4 inch plywood sheet, 3/4 inch wood strips, and some edge banding. We started by taking out those doors. You can make these upgrades even without taking them out, but we thought this would be easier. If your doors use magnets just like mine, remove those for now and save them. We are going to put them back on later. Then we cut the plywood sheet to match the size of the doors. The plywood that goes on the back side needs to be a little smaller. I will explain why in the later parts of this video. Then we primed these plywood sheets. You don't have to do it on both sides, just do it on the good side of the sheet and you're good to go. Then we painted them with the color that we wanted. We had to do 2 coats using a roller to achieve a smooth finish without brush marks. If you use a paint sprayer, you will have a better finish, but I didn't have a paint sprayer then. We found these wood strips in the trim section of Lowe's and thought this would be perfect to give some cool detailing to the doors. First, make a door handle as shown with the wood strip using wood glue and nails. Be careful while using the nail gun as you have very small area to work with. Then we spray painted them with gold color. We thought it would be a good contrast against the dark gray, and it will also give a metallic finish to the handles. Now use a nail gun to attach these handles to the plywood sheet. This is a little tricky, but you will get it right if you mark it right. Mark exactly where the handle would go and nail the handles from the back side of the sheet. Then we nail the plywood sheet to the door. If your door doesn't have even surface like mine, make sure you're nailing where there is wood to support your nails rather than the areas which are uneven. Now it's time to put everything back together. We can reattach those magnets now. Make sure you are adding them in the same place where they were. It's finally time to add the fun details. We nailed these strips to the plywood sheet in a pattern we liked. Use a piece of wood as a spacer to make life easier. It's sanding time. Sand those excess edges where the hinges are going to go. I used a grit 40. In case you made some mistakes while cutting the plywood sheet, now is the time to correct them. I had to sand some excess plywood sheet because I cut the sheet a little bigger than the door. As you can see, I was able to make the glue for the hinges. We used edge banding to cover the ugly side of the plywood all around the door. Edge banding is something that comes with glue on one side and looks like plywood on the other. The glue is activated with heat, so use a hot iron to activate the glue and stick the banding all around the door. This gives a smooth finish on all sides. We are all done. We just have to put the doors back and paint the wood strips. Here's something that we learned while doing this. As I mentioned earlier, the sheets that go on the back side should be a little smaller than the size of the door. This is because we don't want the plywood sheet to come in the way while closing and opening the door. You don't have to worry about it if the sheets are a little smaller and you nail them a little away from the edges. We made that mistake and we had to pull them out and cut along the edges to fix it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more such DIYs. If you have any ideas on closet transformation, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you and see you again later.